So what is good, guys? So today we're back into French Riviera, and as you guys might know, the game is back for, I think it's the second revival, which is honestly quite insane. And yeah, I'm back for making content, and as you guys can see, we got a brand new update with a lot of new cars, plus I'm pretty sure we got some new races too. So in today's video, I'll be going through basically what we got in today's update. So without further ado, let's take a look at the cars first, and we're gonna go through the maps later. So first thing first, we got the McLaren P1 GTR, so aka the McLaren P1 GTR, but this thing costs like $6.5 million. So I'm honestly not so sure about the is it worth it or not. Honestly, I've went for a couple of drives, and I'd say this thing has like a quite thing that honestly, like, it kind of slides for a track car. Honestly, for statistics, I wouldn't really recommend this thing, but I mean, 6.5 million plus, like, it actually even owned the track pass, which I can have a 30% discount, so I can just pay $6.5 million for this car. And by the way, if you don't even own this pass, you might need to pay for like $8 to $9 million. I actually didn't count for the price, but anyway, for this kind of stats, I wouldn't really say it's kind of worth it. Honestly, if you get the track pass, you could just literally get the R8. It's called like the R8 LM. That thing could literally be even better than this car for like I don't know, maybe like 2 times better. But honestly, it's probably me, but just not really a fan of driving this car around. And honestly, for a track car, I wouldn't say it has really insane like statistics for a car like this. But I mean, if you honestly like this car, then I highly recommend you purchase it. But honestly, for me, it's not really this worth it. It's kind of overpriced for 6.5 million. But, you know, anyways, let's move on to the next car. So for the next car, we got the 2023, I'm not really sure how to read this thing. I'll call this Mercedes, the S63 E-Performance GMG. So I'm pretty sure it's called like the S63 Performance AMG, but anyway. So honestly, for this car, it's not really this like strong whatsoever, but I have no idea why we don't really have the badges. Probably the owner kind of removed a lot of these badges off, but honestly, like, for the stats, it's okay for the price covering. I'm pretty sure it's like 25k or something. I think it's 224k, but honestly, I'd say this car is probably good for maybe RP or stuff. Honestly, if you take this to the track or just racing, you're probably gonna get gapped for most of these cars in this category or this price for like 224k. You can probably get an even better car for this price. I'd say maybe like the Hennessy Camaro Exorcist or whatsoever. But if you're a fan of these like Mercedes or stuff, honestly, it's a decent car. I would say for the stats, it's okay for 224k. But if you're taking this for maybe racing, I'd say it's honestly not really a great choice. But still, it looks quite decent, I'd say. And, you know, that's all. And let's move on to the next car. So I'm pretty sure it's like the 4th car. We got the BMW R2, aka the BMW M2. I think this is the 2015 version. So, honestly, I remember the price. It costs around like 72k or 72 with like $500 more. So, to be honest, it's just a normal looking car. Honestly, like, it's quite decent for its starter car price. Honestly, not really a big fan of the M2 kind of, but honestly, like, for the stats, you could literally just get the free Audi. I think it's the A4, A5, I'm not so sure whatever that is. But anyway, I'd say this car, it's just quite mid for its price of 62k, and yeah, it's just not really this kind of special or whatsoever. Honestly, it's just some like random RP car. I would say it's looks okay, but anyways, that's all for the M2. Let's move on to the other car. So the next car we got is the Nexus NC R for 78k. So honestly, there's one thing I actually really like about this car, which is the active aero spoiler. If you guys can see it over here, yeah, right over here. So I'd say it honestly looks quite amazing. Like, I'm not kind of biased or whatsoever, but still, it looks fairly decent for 78k. You can have an active aero spoiler whatsoever, and like for the interior, it looks decent too, I'd say. Although I didn't really take a look at most cars' interiors, but still, this car decent, I'd say. Maybe like if you're a starter, I would highly recommend you guys can take this car, but still, yeah, I'd say for 78k, it's it's decent for, I remember the specs like got 477 horsepower whatsoever. And yeah, so let's move on to, I'm pretty sure this is the next two cars. Okay, so next we're down to the limited category. So we got the Audi, I think it's called the Audi RD6 GT Heritage for 250k. Oh my goodness, for 250k. So honestly, I'd say highly recommend you guys can pick this car up immediately, as it's the first limited. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be off for like the 1st of October. It's the 5 days left for the car. So honestly, the specs decent. I'd say for 630 horsepower, probably it's a great car for starters. Honestly, I still recommend you to take the Hennessy Camaro Exorcist, but still, it's a limited car, and I'm not really sure would this car be back. And yes, kind of looks aggressive, and you can actually remember you could pay it for like 450 Robux for this car without paying the extra cash. But honestly, it's just a waste of Robux, and I highly recommend you guys can pick this car immediately. And yeah, so let's move on to the other car. And lastly, we got the last car, which is as the 2015. I think it's got the Nissan, or I'll just call it Nissan June R 2.0. So basically, if you don't know, this car is literally it's literally the same car as the Nissan Juke. So basically, you might be asking, it's not, yeah, I don't even find this in a dealership, so I'm not so sure about the price or specs or whatsoever. But honestly, if you played the game before, then you would actually receive this car as an OG player reward or something. Yeah, we actually got the back then we got to the Aston Martin Victor. Honestly, I just literally want the Victor back instead of this thing. Honestly, it's not really a decent car for either racing or whatsoever. Honestly, it's just, oh my bad. But I mean, it's a free car, so I won't really complain this much. I wouldn't really say the statistics of this car are pretty good, but honestly, pretty bad car for even cornering, top speed, kind of mid. But of course, like it's kind of slow, so basically, yeah, the handling is okay for its car. Like I don't know, but anyways, so yeah, I'm not so sure what I can even say for this car. So basically, that's all for the new cars category, and let's move on to the new races. So basically, the last thing we got, which I mentioned, is the new race, which is in the new island map, which, yeah, it's quite weird, honestly. So I'm pretty sure this, like, area, this map thingy, it's, like, around the test place. I'm not so sure when, but, yeah, we got a new race, which I'm not so sure about the specs. Okay, so we got quite some decent paying things, but honestly, is this thing worth it? I actually even tested it, but anyways, that's all for today's video, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.